Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Living Large Las Vegas. My name is Kobe Sherlock, and back here on the Zoom call, I got Mr. Derek Parent. Derek, say hello to everybody.
Hello, hello.
Guys, today we're bringing somebody super special to the podcast and really someone who can give us incredible insight on how this city's been sticking together through some of the times we're experiencing. But honestly, I'm really excited to hear more about this special guest. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Miss Mary Beth Sewald, who is the president and CEO of the Vegas Chamber. Mary Beth, say hello to everyone.
Well, hello, everybody, and hello, Kobe and Derek. Thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, it's an honor. You know, we like I was telling you, we been wanting to have you on for a long time, and we know you have a very busy schedule. You know, you are amazing. Like being at preview, watch what you've done there, and just how you've grown the Vegas Chamber has been amazing. So, you know, thank you for joining us today.
You are welcome. Thank you for having me. It's great to see you guys.
It's really good to see you too, even if this is the path we have to take for now.
Yeah.
But I tell you, you know, I'd love for you, if you don't mind, only because I've had an opportunity, and I'll never forget at T-Mobile, an incredible event, which we can get into all the great things that the Chamber extends to its members. But you and I had an opportunity to speak, and I was just fascinated by some of the hobbies and a little bit about your background. So Mary Beth, can you share a little bit about yourself with the crew?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I wasn't exactly expecting that one, but yeah, I would love to. Sure. You know, I'm a native of Missouri, of all places. Midwestern kid, grew up youngest of 5, total tomboy. So I grew up riding dirt bikes, riding horses, shooting guns. I'm a pilot. I'm a total adventure enthusiast and an adrenaline junkie. So if that gives you any idea, it's probably no surprise that I relocated to Vegas right out of college. And my mother was sad to see me go. I was the baby and she was scared to death. I had $300 in my pocket to my name. But I moved to Vegas and said, this is where I'm going to make my life. And I did.
I love that. When you told me you were a pilot, I was just like, man, what a rock star, you know, both in business and just in life. You continue to, you know, really just blow me away in the awesome things that you're a part of. So, you know, for everyone listening, Mary Beth obviously is not only an incredible source for business, but I follow you on social media and I love just keeping up with the cool things you do.
Well, likewise, you guys are amazing at the parent company, and I just appreciate knowing you, and I appreciate having you guys as wonderful Vegas Chamber members.
Yeah. So thank you. You know, but so just to, you know, to dive in, I know that you're up a little bit pressed for time, but what's new with the Vegas Chamber? Like what's new? I know like right now with you know COVID and so forth, you know, the new normal coming up, right? But what's new and good?
Oh, so many things, Derek, are new and good. When the pandemic hit and we first started to see that this was coming, I sat down with the team, and it truly is a team at the Vegas Chamber. I mean, I have the most incredible, most hardworking, the smartest, most innovative group of people that I've ever had the privilege of working with at the Vegas Chamber. We sat down and made some plans and said, okay, first of all, what are we going to do to keep the Vegas Chamber team safe? We pulled out our protocols. We wrote some protocols for working remotely. We made sure that the entire team was completely set to work from home. So we got it, made sure everybody was safe. Then we started immediately putting into practice all of these webinars because, you know, chambers are event driven. We're very social, we're very resource driven, and we're mission driven at the Vegas Chamber to make sure that our members are well equipped to handle not only normal day-to-day challenges, but now we've got so many other challenges with being closed and trying to figure out how to get the Small Business Administration loans, the EIDL and the PPP. And so many people are just so scared and living paycheck to paycheck that it was our job to say, okay, what can we do now to get resources and information to these members and the tiniest of businesses, from the small business members and sole proprietors through mid-size, you know, the mom and pop bakeries and flower shops, all the way up through and including the largest resorts in Las Vegas and Southern Nevada. And so we set about immediately putting together these informational webinars and putting together all of these resources so that our members would have access to everything we could possibly get for them. So the webinars have been huge. We've had everybody from the Nevada delegation, Congresswoman Lee, Senator Cortez Masto, Jackie Rosen, and then we've also had Joe Amato from the Small Business Administration. You name it, we've had them on. Everybody from DETR, the Department of Employment, Training, and Rehabilitation, trying to help people navigate the unemployment system as well. So that's pretty much what we've been doing. That's just the tip of the iceberg, really. But to answer your question, Derek.
Yeah, you've been doing phenomenal. I was actually on a couple of those webinars. You know, I think we found where the system was broken with unemployment. You can say that. I mean, that was with the governor replacing leadership there. So we really appreciate the webinars. They helped a lot of people in our local economy.
Yeah, they really have, and we've been privileged to do that. It's like Chamber Chairman Tom Burns says, you know, this pandemic didn't come with a manual, so everybody's kind of winging it and trying to do our best as we go. It's like fixing the wings of the airplane while it's in flight.
Yeah.
You know, Mary Beth, for me, and we just spoke about preview, it was an incredible event as we were, gearing up and looking full focused into 2020 and how we were, on the bridge of, exploding into this, great opportunity as a Vegas resident, and emotionally as a leader with the team. I know how amazing Vegas Chamber, that team is, and being able to connect with them as a member, as a leader, what advice did you give to your team moving in, in such a great shift from what we were up to how you're now staying out in front and serving the chamber members today?
That's a great question, Kobe. And you have to dig deep sometimes and dig down deep into your heart, dig down deep into your gut, and how we were raised is what really comes out. And I was raised as a servant leader. And so I just encourage the team, and everybody's different. That's the other thing we have to keep in mind with our teams and with our members and everybody we come into contact with. Everyone is different. And so some folks are going to be, hey, let's go get this, dig in our heels and let's go attack it. And others are going to be a little nervous and a little, gosh, how do I navigate this? So I try to do very individualized and have very individualized conversations with people. But as a group, we talked about we are all in this together. We're a team. We have a duty to serve our members. And let's keep that first and foremost, that our members come first. And that's what we're here to do. So we're going to pull out all the stops and get all of the resources we possibly can. And I got to tell you, the team at the Vegas Chamber, and so many of them said to me, we rearranged some folks' duties as well. And we've got one person, Monica Fluker, who you probably know. Monica, we call her the Velvet Hammer at the Vegas Chamber because she's a doll, but boy, don't make her mad, right? So we had her answering the phones because we were one of the only places where you could call and actually get a live human on the phone, and that was Monica Fluker. And she said to me, I'll never forget this, she said, now I actually feel like I'm really doing what I was meant to do at the chamber, and that's to serve our members one at a time. And she said she felt like what she was doing was so meaningful. So that was kind of a long answer to your question, but I think that's the essence of what we're doing at the chamber right now.
It speaks a lot into your leadership.
Really thank you.
Yeah, and I appreciate the honesty in the answer. I mean, for me as a member, and for us as a member, we can speak in our experience, and you guys have been a great support, and the community's been, the chamber community for Vegas Chamber has been such a great support and a great place to connect. And so for anybody watching that's, hasn't considered, or maybe you've considered and you just haven't taken the steps, even in a time like now, it's an incredible opportunity to be a part of. Mary Beth, can you kind of talk about, how folks can still join and get involved with the chamber? Because you guys, I'll commend you. You're doing an incredible job of staying out in front of the members, even during a time like this.
Well, thank you, Kobe. We sure are trying. There are a couple of ways you can join, and I'll tell you about something else. We're actually offering free temporary memberships right now to any company, anybody who needs the resources that we're providing. We're so blessed to have at our fingertips just a plethora of resources for especially small businesses. But what we're doing, we started a campaign with Switch. It's called Switch to Kindness. And it's in partnership with the Vegas Chamber, Switch, and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's Foundation. So one of the things that's a huge value is that any company, through our free memberships, if you go to vegaschamber.com, you can contact us for a regular membership or a temporary free one. And you can be part of this program called Switch to Kindness, where you can sign your business up as a vendor. And if I want to go online and buy a gift certificate for a first responder, I can go on to the Vegas Chamber's website, purchase a gift card, and it could be a spa, it could be, you name it, a restaurant gift card. We've got Cowabunga Bay, we have real estate investment coupons. You can buy all kinds of things in this part of the Switch to Kindness website. And it goes through the Las Vegas Metro Police Department's foundation straight to a first responder. So you can, it's a direct infusion of cash to a business, because I'm buying my gift certificate right now. Even if they're not open right now, you can redeem it after they do open, like in phase 2 or phase 3. And it's a direct infusion of cash to a business, and you get to thank a first responder by buying them a free gift card.
I think that's incredible.
Thanks.
Yeah, what a quick action. That's an incredible way for you guys to really reach out and support them.
Yeah, we love it.
I'll
Well,
tell you,
I tell you, go ahead, D.
I'll tell you, with being a president's cabinet member, I think it's a great place for anyone if you're looking to actually grow your business. I mean, there's a lot of mover and shakers in that category. Cobra was saying, like, when we actually met you for the first time at the arena, I think it was at the rodeo where you and I first had some great interaction. I'll tell you, with that, right? Do you guys have a know when you will tentatively have some type of a new time to meet, or like a new event?
That is such a good question, Derek, and we really are not sure yet. So our biggest concern is keeping our team safe at the chamber. We don't want anyone to get sick, and our members. That's another thing. So we're working right now to compile the best practices and the guidelines from the governor. Governor Sisolak has developed some guidelines in conjunction with the Vegas Chamber, I might add. Paul Muradkin has been instrumental in working with Commissioner Chairwoman Kirkpatrick in putting together a lot of these guidelines. So we're working to put together, and it's going to be based on timing. The virus is going to dictate, right? If now that we're into phase 1, thank goodness, and businesses are opening. If we want to make sure to keep the curve flat as possible, so that there aren't any more cases. So when we get a little bit farther along in the process, then we'll have a better idea of when we're going to be able to reopen, and we'll do that in phases. We'll probably start with smaller groups and keep the social distancing. We'll probably have Vegas Chamber logo masks, so you can still
Yes. I've got to get one of those.
I know, right? So we're working on that.
So the thing was, that I was going to so I wanted to go to the trip to Washington this year.
Yep.
Is that trip still going to happen, or is that postponed for this year?
We're not sure yet. Again, you're asking such good questions, and we would love nothing more than to go. We had about 100 people already signed up for that. Yeah. But again, we're a little bit on a wait and see mode at the moment. We're still on, but we're going to kind of see what happens and what happens out east. The virus was pretty prevalent out there and worked its way west. So we're going to kind of see, we're going to factor in all the mitigating circumstances and kind of see where we are. But our main goal is to make sure everybody's safe. We are looking at potentially doing a virtual fly-in as an alternative. And we've got our hands on some pretty cool technology that might make it really exceptional, like an avatar type of thing where you can go into different rooms. So if that's not a tease for you, we'll get back to you on that and let you know.
I know we're in phase 1. I know we're in phase 1, but I'm ambitious to know if you guys have plans for it. So thank you for answering them. We really appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm a sucker for the idea of going to DC.
Yeah.
It's the best trip. It is amazing because we learn so much. We have policy think tanks. We hear from the U.S. Chamber. The entire Nevada delegation addresses our group. But either way, if we do it in person or virtually through an avatar system, it'll still be great, I promise.
I am going to get a shameless plug in there. I did put my application in to be to go to the leadership. So
All right.
if you have any say, please consider me.
I don't know if I.
No, but
I didn't know you did that. That's interesting to know.
I did. I put my application. I believe that all leaders do leadership. I believe in personal development. I believe what you guys are doing. You guys are an amazing organization. Everyone I met is just quality and just unbelievable. Like who takes care of us and how they take care of us. You know, the attention, the relationships that we've met with so many amazing people. So the chamber has been. I've been in this town for 20 years. And I regret to say I'm just becoming a member maybe like a year and a half ago. But it's been an amazing place to be. I think the organization is quality and top notch and first class.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much, Derek. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. You just made my day. So I think that's the second time today you've done that. So thank you so
Mary
much.
Beth,
We love having you guys as members.
I know we appreciate that. It's always a good time being around and obviously connecting with you. I can feel your energy even through Zoom. It's always just a, strong and just go getter. And that's who we love surrounding ourselves with. As far as solution based for businesses coming out, we, the parent team, have an incredible partnership with Vegas Chamber through the Affinity program. And we're really looking to extend that out to support businesses as they battle the employment issue and adding more benefits to their employment package. What other type of benefits, do members have access to as being a part of the Vegas Chamber? Things like our affinity benefit.
Your affinity benefit is amazing. It is such a great program through the Vegas Chamber, and we're thrilled to have that. We also have Office Depot. We have Nevada Drug Card and so forth, and that's those are all free benefits and the discounts at Office Depot are tremendous. We have so many, and we're going to start up when we're able to travel again, we're going to start up a chamber travel program. So once it's safe enough to do that, that'll be another one. There are just so many programs at the chamber that are amazing for members to take advantage of, not the least of which is yours. So thank you for doing that.
What's the best way? So the listeners, they want to go on. What's the best way to direct them to get to the chamber?
Just vegaschamber.com. Go to the website. There are phone numbers on there. You can also call me directly. I'm notorious for giving out my cell phone. Can I give out my cell phone, Derek?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, call me directly. My cell phone number is 702-575-8020. 702-575-8020. So if anybody has any questions, you want to get hooked up with the Switch to Kindness, you want to take advantage of your affinity program or anything else, you need direct contact with Joe Amato at the SBA, we're doing that too.
You're amazing, for a CEO and just to jump on and, we have a lot of similar qualities. We talked about that before, and I give my cell phone out to this day, and even put it on all my advertisement because I love talking to people. The interaction is the best thing that I get to do, especially in the industry where people think that we don't want to interact with them. We want to interact with everybody. So thank you for doing that. And we look forward to extending our relationship, our partnership. And, with you as the leader of this chamber, it's only going to get better.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much, Derek and Kobe. I can't tell you what that means to me. And once again, thank you for having me on the show. And thank you for your friendship more than anything.
Of course. And listeners, if you haven't taken advantage of being a part of the Vegas Chamber, please do. I mean, there's just a ton of community that's involved, a lot of support, as you heard us speak into, and really it's a ton of fun. And even in a time like this, there's really not a better group to be able to connect and be in relationship with than our neighbors. And I think that's a beautiful thing that, we like to showcase to the listeners that are outside of Las Vegas. This is what we create as a community. So if you're watching this and you're not in Las Vegas, please consider, one, visiting, and two, this is an incredible place to be and live and exist and grow. And it's people like Mary Beth and the Vegas Chamber that make it easy for us to connect and continue to grow. So again, Mary Beth, thank you so much. We are absolutely going to continue to bring listeners incredible guests. And of course, check out Vegas Chamber. You'll see Derek and myself, at events in the future when it's possible, but heck, if it's digital, we'll go digital too. We just want to continue to be out and be in, of course, support and be in relationship with the other members. So, all right, Beth, thank you again. Derek, of course, it's always a good time. And guys, please reach out and consider Vegas Chamber as an option. This has been Living Large Las Vegas. We'll be bringing you a new episode coming up this week. And of course, anything you need, the number and websites are attached. Enjoy, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.